What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Obviously, if you've clicked on this video, you've seen the title or the thumbnail, so you know today's video is geared more towards beginner fish keepers. But if you're not a beginner, I suggest you stick around because we got a little bit of an update, something we're going to be doing in the next video, and I got a special surprise. So I've made a video in the past that is about using the API master test kit to test your water. I figured it would be worth making a video about test strips because there's plenty of different types of test strips, and I think I've found what I believe to be my favorite. They're at a good price, you get a good amount of them, and they tell you everything you need to know. And before we get into how to use test strips, I'm going to point out the obvious. For you people who've been around for a while, Douglas's tank is now a mostly bare bottom aquarium. And you might be wondering, why is Douglas just chilling on the bottom of the tank? And that is because he has anchor worm. And I don't know how, but we're going to be treating him for that. I'm already treating him for that, but the next video will be the video on how to treat for anchor worm. Now let's check out these test strips. So here are the Hygger 8-in-1 test strips. There is a message on the front that says important. That means it's important to read. I do tell you guys about how to use the product, but I do leave things out of this video that are on the label because I want you guys to go out and read these products. You should always be reading stuff that you're putting into your aquarium before you use it. Anyways, on the back you have the test strip testing and reading time, which is a very simple process. I don't know why it says reading time because this entire bottle does not tell you anything about time. But anyways, it tells you the pH level, the hardness level, the ammonia nitrogen level, the nitrate level, the nitrite level, total chlorine, carbonate root, and total alkalinity. Now remember, this is freshwater. I am a freshwater keeper. I'm not too sure about the other things that go along with testing saltwater, so I'm not going to speak on that. So pretty much all test strips are going to test pH, nitrate, and nitrite level. There's a bunch that will have those three, general alkalinity, things like that. But one thing I've seen, and I don't know why, because it's arguably the most important test on the test strip, is the ammonia. Now, everything else on here is important, like your total chlorine level. It's good to know whether you have chlorine in your aquarium because chlorine is damaging to fish. It's not good for them. Also, your pH. You know, some fish like a lower pH, some fish like a higher pH, and you want to make an ideal environment for your pet. Same thing goes along with hardness. Hardness is the general hardness of the water, how many minerals are in the water and stuff like that. Once again, certain fish like a particular hardness, some softer, some harder. Then you got your nitrates. Nitrates are important for a few reasons, the main one being letting you know when your aquarium is cycled. If you have no nitrates, that generally means your aquarium is not cycled and not ready for fish. If your nitrates are too high, that means you either have an overpopulation of fish or you feed too much, for the most part. Next on the list is nitrites. Now, for me, when I was getting into aquariums and understanding everything, I got nitrites and nitrates mixed up all the time. So make sure you get familiar with which one is which. That's pretty important because nitrites are very harmful to your fish, but you also need them in your aquarium to break down ammonia. Which brings me to ammonia. Ammonia is just fish waste, pee, poop, leftover food, things of that nature. Put chemicals and toxins into the water, and that's not good. Imagine taking a bath in your own urine. We already spoke of the next one, and that's total chlorine. Chlorine isn't good for fish, so you want to have no chlorine, and that's why they make products like Prime. I'll put an affiliate link to a bottle of Prime down in the description. Now, next on the list, I'm going to be honest with you, I have no idea what it is, and that's carbonate root, so I'm going to Google that, and I'll be right back.
A few moments later.
So it turns out I did know what carbonate root, well, I didn't know what it was, but I know what it is, if that makes sense. I just know it as KH, which is your carbonate hardness. Now what carbonate does, your KH, is it protects your aquarium from having drastic fluctuations in your pH level. Good to know. No, that just goes to show you that you're always learning something new in the hobby. I've been in the hobby most of my life. I'm 28 years old, and I didn't know that KH was carbonate hardness. I know. And the last thing on here is total alkalinity. Alkalinity is similar to that of pH and your general hardness. Certain fish like a higher alkalinity or a lower alkalinity. And what alkalinity is it just tells you how acidic, or I forget what the other word for non-acidic is. Anyways, it tells you how acidic your water is. Now that we know everything about this product, other than the important message that you must read on the front, let's see how to test the water. And we're going to use Douglas's tank. I haven't tested it in a while. I'm sure it's fine. We're going to find out. There are a couple of ways to do this. Some people will take a cup and put some water into the cup from the aquarium and then put this test strip into the water. And some test strips require just 30 seconds in the water. I've seen some have 10 seconds in the water. And then I've seen some that you just stir the test strip twice and then take it out. The way I do it is I just dip the test strip into the aquarium. Now you just wait. I usually wait about 30 seconds. And the cool part about the Hygger is not only does it show you all the colors and what they mean, they also have the dangerous areas and the optimal areas marked. If you look really close, like let's look at pH, it shows you most fish are generally going to want to be in the 7.2 to 7.8 range. Also, ammonia and nitrogen level, which you want that to be 0. You always want ammonia to be at 0. And if we look here, we'll check this. My pH is a little low. pH could come up. I'll adjust that. My hardness is good. My ammonia level is 0. My nitrate level is a bit high, but that's probably because I crashed the cycle a little bit by taking out all the sand. Nitrate level 0. Total chlorine 0. Carbonate root 0. Total alkalinity 0. So this tank's pretty good. Just gonna need a water change and to add some aquarium salts. Now it's time for what I said I had for news. And that is, we're gonna be doing a giveaway. It's gonna take place once we hit 2,000 subscribers on the channel. And what we're gonna be giving away is this little guy right here, which is an auto top-off system by Hygger. For those of you who don't know what an auto top-off system is, it's just what it sounds like. You hook this thing up, and then as water evaporates out of your aquarium, this will fill up your aquarium, and we're going to be giving it away. Simple as that. And I'm also going to be making a video on that little product here pretty much right after I'm done recording this video. So stay tuned for that. And thank you guys for watching, whether you're a new fish keeper or an older fish keeper. It's pretty awesome that you stuck around. So please consider hitting that subscribe button and the notification bell. Don't forget to like the video. And as always, until next time, peace.